What's up, y'all? Waiting for a couple more people. I think I'm like 30 seconds too early, so I'm gonna get this thing popping in a second. All right. How's everybody doing today? Good? See if I can get my chat to pull up here. All right. All right. Still kicking. First question. Uh-oh. What you got, Normalizer? What up, D? Live at 5. That is correct. Or 8 p.m. Eastern if you're one of those people, and whatever it is Central. I don't know. All right. Now that a few people are on here. What's up, Gandorf? All right. Let me get my questions. All right, so I got a few questions from people commenting on YouTube, and I get most of my questions on Instagram. So people DM me questions or whatever. So every week, just if you start thinking about stuff, you don't have to wait for me to post. Just send me a DM like, hey, answer this on live next week. All right, so first question I'll go over until more people join in is, did you paint the Expeditions wheels? So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I am planning on painting the Expeditions wheels. And I also, actually I did make a YouTube community post. And everybody said paint them black. So I did paint them black, and it looks pretty freaking awesome. If you follow me on Instagram, there's a picture there. I'll post one to YouTube later in a little bit. All right. It's 7 where I'm at. Okay, so there you go. That's mountain time. Yo, Pew Penguin, what's up? Tito, what's up? That tan trim must turn black. You know, I agree with you. I don't really like it's like a goldish pewter, whatever the pewter sounds like weird, doesn't it? But yeah, it's a weird color, but I don't know. There's a pinstripe that's that same color, so if I did the wheel well fender trim, then that little pinstripe would still be gold. It's weird, so I'm just leaving it. It's not a big deal. It's a beater, so who cares? When you buy a product in a general sense and it fails, the company, very hassle-free, offers you a refund or replacement. What do you do? Second chances, question mark. So yeah, I mean, no matter who you are, everybody screws up. So the best brands in the world have defects and faults and all that thing. So yeah, first time, hey, you know, they offer to take care of it, send you a new product, blah blah blah. Cool, no harm, no foul. Now if 2 products, like they sent me the next one and that one's still jacked up, then there's either a problem or somebody in shipping and receiving thinks I'm a joke and they're just messing with me. So yeah, man, I'll give them a second chance, but you know, that's about it. 3 strikes, you're out. But I don't know, if I get a product, it sucks, and I get a replacement and it sucks, it probably just sucks. So I'm done with it at that point. US2A arms, hi, bye. Hey, that's messed up, dude. Did you record how to paint the wheels? So I did not record how to paint the wheels. So with automotive wheels, it's pretty standard. It's almost easier than painting an AR, but you do have to take a couple steps just because of the amount of I guess chemicals and things that the wheels are exposed to. So you clean them up really good. If you can, take the wheels off the car, but it's not necessary. You can do it with them on the car. It's just a little bit more involved. So if you take them off, then you can use the playing card method where you can put playing cards all around the rim, and it just keeps that overspray from getting off the tires and stuff. But if you do get it on the tires, paint doesn't stick to rubber forever. It's going to flake right off, so it's not a big deal. If you keep them on the car, you can still do that playing card method where you put playing cards all around the outside of the rim. and then take a trash bag or heavy duty plastic, whatever you got laying around, and you thread it through your spokes of your wheels. That way you cover your brakes and your calipers and your rotor and all that stuff. And then take some, I don't know, like 1,000, 1,200 grit sandpaper just to scuff the wheel to get it to paint something to stick to. Do a primer coat if you want to. Hit it with whatever color paint you want, and then clear coat it, and you're done. Use wheel paint because wheel paint does have a higher temperature threshold than just regular enamel. So, yeah. Is the Swamp Fox scope MOA or mill? So I have MOA on for mine. They do offer both options. No. Sand them, wax and grease, use duplicate wheel paint. Don't tell me no. I just said there's a million different ways to do it, so you do it your way and I'll do it mine. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not mad at you. But yeah, I did say sand them. I said clean them really good, right? Clean them really good. I use Dawn because dish liquid gets rid of like grease and all that stuff. So I use Dawn and then some degreaser, clean them up real good. Sand them like I just said to give the paint something to stick to, and then paint them. One way, laugh my ass off. You know what, Mr. Auto Paint and Body? You do it your way, and I'll do it the redneck way that makes sense because not all of us have a shop with all that fancy equipment. You like MOA over mill? Yes, I do. Dawn can leave residue, but it didn't. It can't, I mean, giants can roam the earth, but they don't. Yeah, if you leave Dawn sitting on your wheels, I mean, yeah, but if it's mixed with water, it's diluted and you're scrubbing your stuff, I don't know. You are a giant. You're a goddamn pillar of a man. All right, anyway, I'm getting distracted. Back to questions. All right, how can I grow my YouTube channel? So, I kind of think I answered this a little bit last week, but be consistent. Know what your, I guess, the point of your channel is. So if you're doing outdoor stuff, shooting stuff, whatever, that's pretty much what people expect to see. So don't flip-flop all over the place unless you're just one of those channels that's like a day in my life, and then it can obviously vary from day to day. But know what your channel is going to be, what you're focusing on, and then obviously you can branch out and do different things. But for the most part, people want to see certain things from your channel, and then just be consistent. Post weekly. Twice a week. Don't let it go 2-3 weeks where people aren't seeing something from you where they're like, is this channel like, did they fall off? Like, you gotta be involved. It's a process, and that's why, a lot of people, it's a lot of work to stay relevant to people. So I'm constantly always posting on Instagram and YouTube, and sometimes I get feedback, sometimes I get like 2 likes, man. I mean, it is what it is. I can't really figure out what time of the day, what day is the best. It just kind of seems hit or miss depending on what people are doing. But stay consistent, stay true to what you want to do, and have a good personality. Put your face behind the camera. A lot of channels, people will just kind of post random things and they never actually involve themselves with their audience. So I think things like this is why I'm trying to do lives now, so that way it's interactive between us. That way you have some like feedback with me, because sometimes things get lost in text. I realize sometimes on some replies on comments, I go back and read them and I'm like, damn, I sound like an a-hole. But like, I really didn't mean it like that, but it's just like text gets weird. So that's why I try to do lives to, to guess, make it more personal, make people have like an investment in your channel, I guess. That's just my opinion. There's YouTube videos on how to grow your YouTube channel, but don't pay for like those fake bots to like grow your channel. That's stupid. Plus your algorithm's gonna be all screwed up. It's not gonna be like real people. Do you plan to buy any of the new PSA items showcased at SHOT Show, especially the Micro Dagger magazine? Yes. So that's pretty much the only PSA item that I plan on really buying. Eventually, maybe later on down the road, I might pick up a Micro Dagger, but I have a Glock 43X, so I don't really have a need to get a Micro Dagger. I might get one just to have it and compare the two, and who knows, maybe I'll really like it. But yeah, I'm really interested in the magazine. So if you guys aren't tracking, the PSA is coming out with a Micro Dagger, and their mag is a 15-round mag that will also fit the Glock 43 43X. The Glock 43X is a standard 10-round mag. Shield Arms does make a 15 round mag, but it's metal. And what that means is you either have to change out your Glock's mag release because it's polymer, and you keep doing that with metal so much it's going to just wear it down, or you suffer. And I've seen a lot of hit or miss reliability with the Shield Arms mag, so I'm pretty stoked about the Micro Dagger mag because it's also metal, but the front lip of it where the mag catch hits is polymer, so it's polymer on polymer, and it's going to last a lot longer in theory. So yeah, I'm going to test that out and see how it does and how reliable it is, because I would like to have that added capacity without running the freaking mag extension, because I don't really like mag extensions that much. I'd rather just have a mag that carries the capacity that I want it to. I don't know. I just think they look kind of goofy. I do have a mag extension on my 43X on one of the mags, but I don't know. It's just bulky, and the reason I have them is so it's smaller. It's a concealed carry weapon. So back to YouTube. Bye. Here for support, but busy with family. Love this lab stuff, buddy. All right, buddy. Enjoy your family. Obviously, that's the most important thing. Please do a day in my life. Oh my God. A day in my life would just be one, boring, and then sad and hectic and crazy. With YouTube new policies, could this possibly be the end of 2A content on the tube? So I don't think 2A content is going to go away, but I think it's going to be very restricted in what you can do. So obviously things like this where we're having discussions and talking about stuff, never going to go away. But the amount of, exposure that you have actually showing weapons, maybe doing drills, playing with mags on YouTube and like showing, certain things like that. Yeah, that might get more and more restricted. I've seen people getting strikes lately for just random stuff. A guy said he just, shot a different type of ammo and he got a strike on his YouTube channel for showing him just shooting. Like, okay, like I'm at a range, dude. Like, I don't know. So I don't think it's gonna go away. I just think they're gonna make it harder for us to show things. And I don't know. I don't want to sit and watch a bunch of talking all day. Every once in a while, yeah, it's cool, but I want to actually see people do some stuff every once in a while. Yeah, bro, do a day in your life. Oh, all right, maybe. Favorite no money limit handguard? Probably just Midwest Industries. I think they just make a really good handguard, handrail, whatever you want to call it. I don't really see the need to go more expensive than them, and then obviously depending on the model from them, it could vary in price by a lot. So, but I think they're pretty good and not overly expensive, I guess. I prefer editing more than anything else. So if you ever need any editing done, hit up your boy. That's the part I hate the most because I don't know. I'm cheap, and I probably could buy like some awesome software and do some more stuff, but yeah, I usually just either use my phone or a tablet or something and edit some videos real quick and throw it together, and you get what you get, and don't be upset. Are you on Rumble? I am on Rumble, but Rumble sucks because it's like no traffic there compared to YouTube. I mean, obviously it's a newer platform, so it's to be expected, but the time and effort it takes to put videos together and do all that stuff just for it to get viewed by like 10 people versus thousands of people on YouTube, it's just, apples to oranges. If it would grow, I mean, cool, but you'd have to have like literally every 2A person transfer to that app and start using it, and it's not there yet. 2-stage or single stage trigger. So for ARs and things like this, single stage. For precision / long range rifles, so like my 6 ARC, I have a 2-stage on that just because I want to have, the defined. I'm taking my time with the shots, so I don't want to be surprised by the break on a single stage. I want to have like the time to, feel that first stage and then fire. That's just a personal opinion. It doesn't matter either way. It's just whatever you like personally. So I got a 2-stage Timney on the 6 ARC. All right, back to my other questions. Do you think the pistol brace rule will change? I don't know. I mean, I hope so. I hope for all of us it does. But hope only gets you so far. So I don't know. Once they kind of establish something, I feel like in today's day and age, it's hard for them to take it back. Obviously, I have been surprised with like New York versus Bruin and things like that, where we're slowly getting a little bit of our rights, our inherent rights back. So I mean, I hope it does, but if it doesn't, I can tell you who doesn't give a f. This guy right here. Yeah. If it doesn't change, nothing's changing for me. If it does change, then hey, we're all going to be happy and less restricted. If shit hits the fan, will you use your bug out vehicle or stay put? So the bug out vehicle is really more of a get home vehicle. So I know bug out is just a more widely searched term for YouTube. So the title, I named it bug out vehicle, but it's really a get home vehicle. So once I go over, part 2 will be soon, very soon now that I've got like the tires and stuff on. But I live on base, so there's really no place I'd rather be than here with a bunch of other people who have all the ammunition and arms you could ever want, minus what's in my own home. So mine would be to get back here. And as long as I live in California, I'm never going to want to really leave here unless absolutely necessary. But base has pretty much everything you need. So I don't really see the need to bug out from here. Now, situations can change for everybody, and everybody's situation is different. So that doesn't mean that you shouldn't bug out, but I think make your home your castle unless you're in an environment that's not conducive to staying there long term or even short term. So it's just going to depend. But for me, yeah, no, I'm working to get back here, not trying to get away from here. All right. How close to 52 area are you? Pretty far. I would say like 30 minutes ish, maybe. I'm in 21 area, so I work on. I guess I should say I work on 21 area on Del Mar, but I live like 6-7 minutes from there, so I'm pretty close to the main gate, like 10 minutes away from the main gate. All right. This question is going to raise my blood pressure. All right. Start converting ARs to 16 inches or what? Hell no. So if it wasn't already 16 inches or I wasn't planning on building a 16 inch from the start, then yeah, like, so this guy right here, it's staying exactly the way it is. I'm not changing a effing thing. If that's what you want to do, you got to do what's best for you, obviously. So I'm never going to advocate for doing, putting yourself in a bind. But I just feel like, people got to do what they got to do. And at a point, you have to just say, that's enough, man. Like, that's it. I'm not playing your game anymore. So, take that for what it is. Yeah. I'm not converting anything to 16 inches. And, I'll do what I got to do, I guess. But that's my plans for now. So if that's what you're going to do, you're going to convert everything to 16 inches or, change your whole build based on some ATF goofiness, then, hey, that's all you. More power to you. I'm not going to hate you. But I just don't think that's the move. I don't think that's the answer. I don't think that's what the forefathers, when they were writing all these, amendments and things like that on our rights, that's what they had intended. Like, okay, well, if someone infringes on it, just give in. No, you should probably be like, hey, F you, I'm not doing it. Especially when there's so many of these things out there. There's 40 million of these things out there with over, a couple million of people who have them. So what are they going to do? Are they going to, what are they going to do? I'm not having that nonsense. I'm not having it. Stand up for your rights, bro. Got to, man. Got to. All right. What do you look for when choosing a weapon light? So a lot of people think lumens is where where it's at, and in a sense, maybe Candela is more what you're looking for, because that's what, lumens is just like, I don't know, I feel like every company now just puts an arbitrary number on the package, like 1200 lumens, 1500 lumens, 2000 lumens, but it doesn't really shine any brighter than, the 600 lumen light over here. So Candela is what gives you like your actual illumination factor. So that's what I would look for. And then obviously it's going to depend on your budget too. I mean, not everybody can afford, cloud defensive or surefire lights. It would be nice, but sadly, the way the economy is and the way our paychecks continue to not grow as fast as the economy does, you gotta work with what you can get. Now, in the average household, if that's what you're looking for your weapon light for, unless you live in some big ass mansion, then you can afford the cloud defensive or surefire. But most of us, our houses are pretty standard, pretty humble. So you can see across the room with a 100 lumen, flashlight from Walmart. Really, the reliability factor is what you're looking for. So I would say focus less on the lumens. Don't go get a 20 lumen light and expect that to suffice. But I think most weapon lights are going to be okay as far as output. You just really want to look at how they mount the switch, because sometimes the pressure switches are really unreliable on the cheaper ones, and just really how well it holds up, how durable is it. If I drop my weapon once and it hits the weapon light, is that thing going to shatter or just be a piece of crap, or is it going to take a little bit of abuse and still be reliable and still going to work when I need it to? So it's kind of the things I look at. Like even those cheap Feyachi lights, I made a video where I threw those things all around, beat the crap out of it, and hey, it works. So that thing is like $50 versus, a couple $100 weapon light. So price and all that stuff, I mean, yes, you do get what you pay for with certain things, but it doesn't mean that that's the end all be all. There are budget options that will work for you. It's just doing your homework and testing stuff out and seeing what works and what doesn't work. And you're not going to know that if you don't ever, put stuff through its paces. Go back to the tube. The people who go in to register braces will likely be the first to turn you in if you don't. Makes me sick. That's sad, man, and that's very, very, very true. Maybe not everybody, obviously. Some people are gonna, have your back. They might not feel comfortable, bending themselves, so they just go ahead and cave in and convert their stuff and make it 100% legal in whoever's eyes legal is. I mean, to me, this has been legal for so many years. What changed? Absolutely nothing. This has always been an SBR. Let's be honest. I mean, the stock adjusts. It does everything that a normal stock does. It just has a freaking strap on it and a little hole at the end that I'm supposed to wrap around my forearm. But for all, intents and purposes, this has been an SBR. And 40 million of these things out there, I don't see on the news daily where people are doing anything freaking crazy with them, hiding them in trench coats and shooting up every freaking businesses that they enter. I mean, it's not an issue. So stop making things issues that aren't issues. Go after the real threats. They're just, they're putting these restrictions on people who aren't breaking the law. And the only ones who are going to follow it are people who aren't breaking the law. If you're breaking the law, shooting up schools, mass murdering, all this crazy shit, then you don't care about one more bullcrap law because you ain't following them anyway. So if us as the, the keepers of the watch, or whatever you want to insert inspirational line here, if we stop giving in to these bullcrap arbitrary laws, then they're going to stop making them. You got to draw the line somewhere. You can't just keep giving in, and expect the government to be like, they complied, that's enough. They're going to keep pushing the damn boundaries until we stop complying. I mean, you're giving them everything that they need to control you. Stop allowing them to control you. I work for the damn government, and I'm telling you, stop doing it. Now, again, do what you want to do. It's on you, but I can't change you, but it is what it is. Daddy Corey. All right, Esteban, I'll be your papi. All right. What's going to be your next pew? My next weapon, what will it be? So I kind of went over that last time too. I really don't know, honestly. So I got this Anderson lower here, and I don't know. I gotta find something to do with it, but it's gonna be a rifle, or maybe it'll be an AR pistol, just because I feel like being froggy. I do got some braces. I do got some additional braces that I need to use, but no, I'm thinking of a rifle build. I just don't really know what I want to build yet. I kind of keep going back and forth between like a AR-47, just like an AR AK variant. But then I just kind of want to build another just random 5.56 because you can't go wrong with just a simple, clean 5.56 build. Makes the world go around. You can never have too many of them. Ignore Esteban, bro. He's my little brother-in-law who I took shooting with me when we met up. Yeah, he was cool. He was quiet out at the range. Now he's calling me daddy. Man, crazy. Nah, it's all good, man. I like jokes like that. That stuff's cool. Man, I love people. Back to the questions that were messaged to me on Insta. Are you going to do any home defense videos? So yes, I feel like I briefly touched on this last week when I did a live. So yeah, I just really got to get the family on the same page and just kind of do repetitions with them. So in my mind, obviously every man feels like they're, Rambo and they know exactly what they're going to do in every situation. But that's hardly ever how it's going to play out unless you just have extreme muscle memory. But yeah, I do plan on doing some home defense videos, and obviously when I do them, there's many ways to do things, and there are a couple of right ways and a lot of wrong ways, and I think it just comes down to being smart, being tactfully sound, and knowing that you have a plan in place and you're sticking to that plan. Because if you have a plan and nobody sticks to it, then what are you doing? You know what I mean? So you have to have a plan and you have to practice that plan, and it has to be done pretty frequently because kids, your wife, they typically don't take things as seriously as you do when you think about these threats and things like that. They just think you're like a weirdo conspiracy theorist, and they just kind of roll with it, and you're like, yeah, babe, that sounds good, you go get them, tiger. But they don't really understand that at any given moment that bad stuff can happen. Bad people do bad stuff no matter where you're at, on base, off base, best of cities, worst of cities, the quietest suburb to the shittiest suburb. Crime does not discriminate. So don't ever think that your ivory tower is so above everyone else that no one's ever going to mess with you, because the moment you start thinking like that, it's the moment bad stuff happens, and if you're not prepared to deal with bad stuff, then I wish you the best of luck, because it's probably not going to go your way. So you got to be prepared. I sound identical to that. You do. That's why I said it. Every time I talk to you about stuff, you're like, yeah, okay, that's cool. I'll just be here doing what I do. Pew Penguin. Was it a joke? Was what a joke? I'm confused. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it was a joke, maybe it's not a joke, if I knew what you were asking, because I'm getting lost in the comments here, so don't assume I know what you're talking about. The Daddy Corey thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a joke. It was, so I went shooting with, if you scroll through I don't know if you guys can see the comments on lives, but Tito's Pews, me and him went shooting here in the desert in Cali, and he brought his little brother-in-law with him, and we all went shooting together. He was super quiet out the range, didn't really say much at all, and then he just called me Daddy Corey on here. How is your conceal license going in California? So I had my interview on 12/19, and you have, after your interview is good, they tell you, all right, we'll contact you in 90 days. So 90 days will be March 19th. So I'm just standing by and waiting to hear. However, quick update. When I did my California concealed carry class to, I say class very loosely because the classes are a joke. You do bullcrap online instruction. There are some places that do it in-house, like in a classroom. But I did some online classes, showed up to the range and shot 5 rounds with like however many weapons I wanted to put on my permit, because California's weird. You have to have your weapon that you're going to carry on your permit, and you can have up to 4. So I shot like, it was like 5 or 8 rounds per freaking weapon, and I shot 4 weapons, and boom, here's your cert, you're good. And there was some people out there that were crazy. Like the dude next to me forgot his mag up at the freaking table, and then we're all standing online waiting for this dude to like get his shit together. And then he doesn't know how to load it. And these are the people that are going to be carrying out there with you. So not only do you have to worry about people with bad intentions, but you have to worry about people who have absolutely no business carrying a concealed firearm also next to you in Walmart or whatever store you're at. And hopefully they don't freaking shoot you doing some craziness. So, hey, look, man, I got my concealed carry. Anyway, when I took my class, they also gave me a cert that was valid for Arizona, and all I had to do was mail that in with $60 mail order, and I got my Arizona concealed carry. So my North Carolina covered Arizona, but I said, hey, I mean, it's only $60. So went ahead and got my Arizona concealed carry permit, and now I'm just waiting for March 19th to get my California permit. Hopefully, tentatively. I mean, I'm not a freaking felon, and Arizona gave me my permit in like a week. Literally, I mailed it in, and a week later, it was back in the mail to me. But California can't get their crap together. I have 0 residency in Arizona at all, and it was that easy. So when you gonna come and do some USPA stuff with me? I need to plan for it. I keep saying it, and then I don't actually follow through because I keep planning other things. So I'm trying to get into like doing some outdoorsy stuff here in California, since I have mountains and a bunch of terrain I don't have out on the East Coast. But I want to say like maybe March, early March, I could probably squeeze in something, and I'm gonna pretty much be at your hip and have you show me the ropes, because I've never shot any kind of USPCA stuff. So yeah, you're gonna have to help me out, because I just go to the range and shoot and train kind of, I guess, how I learn in the military, but that's not necessarily one, they don't teach us enough here. So if you're not doing stuff on your own, you're wrong. People have that misconception that every person in the military is super highly trained. No, there's some freaking straight trash people with shooting and just doing their job in general. Just like the civilian world, there's literally no difference. We just have on utilities. That's about it. But yeah, so sometimes the styles of shooting don't translate over to competition shooting. So I'll look forward to you schooling me up and being able to teach me stuff, because I'm a firm believer in being a lifelong student. Never think that you know more than everybody else, and don't think that you can't learn something, because trust me, you can. I get kids that are 18 years old that come straight into the Marine Corps, and they teach me stuff every day. So don't be too above it all to think that you can't learn anything. All right, I think that was all the questions that I got on Instagram and YouTube this week. So if you guys don't have any questions here, I'm going to give it a few more minutes. So ask your questions now, or forever hold your peace, aka until next Sunday. Florida will be the next state for constitutional carry, buddy. I wish we just had a national, constitutional carry. That would be so convenient. So I think about this all the time. I have my North Carolina concealed carry, and I got transferred from there to California, and I drove across the entire United States. And every state that I crossed through, my North Carolina concealed carry permit was accepted. It was valid. I could conceal carry across the entire nation. But as soon as I entered this state here, all of a sudden I'm not responsible enough and I'm not competent enough to be able to carry here. So I had to lock all my crap up and do all the crazy California compliant travel stuff, because God forbid I get pulled over with a trunk load of weapons that aren't secured. And it just baffles me. I just felt super vulnerable. As soon as I entered the state, had to pull over and do my thing and secure everything, and you just feel like naked almost. It's weird. I hope to never need it. I hope to never use it. But just knowing that you have protection just makes you, feel at ease, especially when you're in an environment that I'm not from here. I don't live here. I have no idea what's going on, socially, economically, all those things. And then to just be thrown here and like, yeah, I understand that you were responsible enough to carry in every other state along your travels, but you're in California now, so hope you don't die. Sucks. Regular plate carrier or a slim chest carrier? I feel like that's all personal preference. Slim is good. Also has its downfalls, because the more slim it is, the less protection it offers. And I'm not just talking about like ballistic protection. Material offers some sort of protection, whether it's from, the elements, somebody coming at you with a knife and it just stops it just enough from piercing and going through. Shrapnel, material holds, some added benefits to being able to stop things, not necessarily just bullets. Obviously your plate is only, it only covers so much, but bulkier plate carriers, yes, they're heavier, but they do offer some things that, those lightweight, very minimalist plate carriers don't offer. But then again, if while you're worried about your vitals and you want to be more streamlined and fast and not as weighed down, to be able to be more tactile and more maneuverable, then yeah. So I kind of like both. I think the situation just kind of dictates, but if I had to pick one, I think I would just pick a regular plate carrier, because it just fits more applications than a slim. That's why in my vehicle I keep a plate carrier. I have plate carriers up in my room, and obviously I have one at work. So I have them staged, in a few different places, and I just I go with regular. I would like to have, I guess, a lightweight one, but then I kind of think like, I'm sacrificing, and yes, I'm gaining a little bit, but not knowing what situation is going to happen, I'd rather have more protection than less, because I don't know what situation I'm going to run into. California sucks. It sucks with laws and stuff like that. There is a lot of stuff to do, but it's not enough that would make me ever want to stay here permanently. It's a cool place to visit and be for a little while, but yeah, definitely want to end up out of here. Hey Corey, what tips can you give me for home defense? You knowing how I'm limited due to, yep. Like I said, man, I think it just comes down to having a plan. So obviously you know what your limitations are, so you have to work around that. So, hey, I'm not going to be able to get up, a flight of stairs as fast as other people. So one story is going to be like your bread and butter. And how do I fortify this? Do I have window security? Not just the little flimsy lock that's on there. Do you have any kind of, rods that keep the window from opening? Do you have shrubs underneath those windows that make noise if somebody were to try to get in? Do you have those little window alarms that if they're raised, that it goes off? Some windows have those angel locks where if it gets lifted, it automatically hits those angel locks on the side, and you have to press them in from the inside to actually be able to lift it fully. How well are your locks on the front door? Is it just some little flimsy doorknob little lock and no deadbolt? The screws that hold into your latch plate, are they just those little teeny screws that come from the factory? Or are they like the meteor screws that are actually going into some 2x4s and anchoring themselves to something, so it's harder to kick that door in? Do you have home security? You can get on Amazon, Ring cameras, Blink cameras, all that stuff, they all work. You can get them to where they give notifications on your phone. You could point them out into the yard, that way you get the notification and you have a little bit of time to be able to react versus somebody already being at the door. So all these things kind of play into it, and I'll do a video on it, I promise guys, in a little bit. I gotta get the stuff together, but yeah, these are all things that you kind of have to think about. Making your space a hard target. because when somebody's, casing a neighborhood or a house in particular, they watch it maybe for a day or so, sometimes a couple weeks if it's like a nicer area, nicer house. They want to know kind of what the routine of the people in the house is and what security they have. Do you have a dog? Do you have a security system? Do you have, uncomfortable like holly bush shrubs underneath of it that's gonna prick and poke my ass when I try to get through the window? Or is it just wide open? I can walk right up and do what I need to do and nobody's really gonna, mess with me too much. Do you have a fence? Just all these things play a factor into it. So I'd say the first step is making your house look like a hard target. Even if you can't afford a security system, get on Amazon and buy like, one of those Brinks freaking home security freaking little yard signs and tap that in there. Sometimes it sounds stupid, but sometimes just seeing like home security, like they're like, damn man, like if I kick this door in, the cops are automatically notified. And some people aren't willing to take that risk. Some are, some aren't. But it's better to have it and use as a deterrent than not have it and somebody thinks your house is an easy target. So a lot of things you can do to kind of prep. I think it's just making your space look as prepared as you can, and then once you take care of that, then in your home, strategically understanding like where you would go in case of something going down. So for me, I'm picking a room that has no windows, only one entrance and exit. That way, nobody's gonna sneak up on me. Nobody's gonna be coming from the back door. Nobody's gonna be coming in through a window or the door. My area of concentration is one, and call 911. Don't try to be Rambo, like taking on all these people in your house. Get to a secure area, arm yourself, and call 911. And if you don't like police, hey, I get it, but guess what? They're gonna come, and it's better to have help than not have anything. The brace rule is like the FDA putting out a memo and making all green peppers a felony. Yes, it is. It's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. It really has, the only thing that it does is it's trying to make good, hardworking American citizens criminals. There's no purpose behind it. No, this does not solve any kind of crime. It doesn't do anything to negate any bad things. It just makes good people look bad if they don't comply with their bullshit. It doesn't make any sense. Like there's no benefit to it. None. Zero. All green peppers. That's funny. We have 5:42. 42 minutes. Man, time goes by fast on this. All right, y'all. So I'm going to wrap it up in like 3 minutes. If you have any last minute questions, get them in. 3 minutes and I'm out of here. Get some dinner and relax for the evening before work tomorrow. It's Monday again already. Oh, stop the press. I have some stuff to give away. Should I do another video? Should I do a giveaway video? I'll show you guys what I'm going to give away, and then I'll do a giveaway video because I totally let that get away from me. I forgot all about it. So I have 4 envelopes here already packaged with these Riding Dirty Outdoors stickers that I showed you guys last week. So I'll be giving those away. I got a mag light, flashlight. So this is like 200 lumens. I use these to throw them in like just a random like go bag or my camping bag. Just nice to have around the campsite in your vehicle. If you get a flat tire or whatever and you need some light, it's nice to have. I have this Condor pouch here. I'm gonna rip this open. It's brand new, so sorry. So yeah, I got this Condor pouch here. It's got obviously MOLLE attachments, and what this does, so you can use this as like a medical bag or whatever the heck you want to use it for, admin bag, whatever, but it's got all nice little pouches, places to put pens, knives. It's got this nice little waterproof little pocket pouch here, and then it's got some zippers and things like that. So it's a nice little pouch that you can put on your plate carrier, or you can put it on a bag. whatever. I have one of these in my vehicle on my little Molly, my seat back panel, so comes in handy. I got these goggles that I did a review on, so if you need any goggles for anything crazy, it does come with clear, shaded lenses and yellow lenses. So if you need goggles, giving those away. And I'm also giving away this light that was given to me because I have no need for it. I'm not gonna lie. It's a predator hunting light. It's green. It was sent to me to review. I don't need it at all. So I figure if somebody actually does need it or want it, it doesn't cost anything, so I'll send it to you. But yeah, I'm gonna be giving all that stuff away. I'll make a video on it because I totally forgot to bring that up earlier in the video, and I'm trying to get off of here. You should do it now so I have a better chance of winning. Yeah, but then I can't think on the fly, like, what do I get out of it? You know what I mean? Like, I need you to go like a video or something. I don't know. I gotta make it beneficial for me too. I can't just give stuff away and not even get a follower out of it. Crazy. Just FYI, everyone, he prohibited me from participating in his giveaways, even though I'm a supporter. You're my wife. I'm not giving you stuff. I own you already. You should do one giveaway now as a thank you for staying on the live. All right, you know what? You talked me into it. Here. Since I left this one on the table. The first person to comment XL50 gets this mag light. XL50. First person to comment it. How many people are on this live? I don't even know. I can't see that. Pew Penguin. You got it. You won something. You were the... sorry, Gandorf. Pew Penguin got you by like not even half a second. It was pretty close. Like your Pew Penguins popped up and then yours popped up right after him. All right, so Pew Penguin, I know you follow me on Instagram, so just go ahead and message me your address and I'll get this sent out to you, brother. Gandorf, stay tuned for the giveaway video. I'll try to post it tomorrow night, and you can, now that you know that, you can be one of the first ones to be aware to watch out for the giveaway video tomorrow. Did I mention I'm quick on the draw? Clint Eastwood out here. Good, bad, the ugly. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up. Got stuff to do. Not really. I just want to relax and watch some Game of Thrones. So thanks for tuning in. Again, send your questions throughout the week, things that you might think of, things you want answers to. It can really be anything, honestly. I try to stay away from politics, but if you have just a burning itch for a political question, go ahead and send it to me. Tactics, whatever. I'm not an expert on everything, but I know a little bit about a lot, and I would also do my research and try to answer your question as best as possible. So throughout the week, if you think of anything, just go ahead and shoot me a message. If you don't have Instagram, my email is in my bio, so you can shoot me an email, and or just wait for the posts. I'll post it on Instagram and YouTube throughout the week, like, hey, live this Sunday, ask away. So have a good one, guys. Love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you, all of you. Like, comment, subscribe, follow along, and thank you for your support. I appreciate it.